Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's Ameen here from Muslim CEO, and I wanted to address this topic head on. I thought, why not? We could be transparent, right? We got nothing to hide, inshallah. And that is about the issue of selling online courses, specifically business training courses, right? Now, a lot of people find this sometimes distasteful. Sometimes they don't feel that it's actually true. They feel like there's a lot of lies involved. And I'll be the first one to tell you that some people that do that, they actually are lying sometimes. And the reasons for that I'll cover inshallah in this video. But firstly, why even teach, business strategies, tactics, marketing tactics? Why even teach that? Right? Sometimes, I see here and there on our ads that people are saying, why should we learn from you? Or why are you selling this? What are you selling? Why would I, want to buy something like this? And I feel like that one, for anyone who actually wants to put thought into it, is quite obvious. If you want to become a barber, a hairdresser, you go to a barber, a hairdresser, a kind of institute, and you learn, right? If you want to learn how to do graphic design, you might go and buy some kind of course, maybe on Udemy, maybe elsewhere, where you learn how to use Illustrator, for example, and you learn how to design. If you want to learn how to cook, you might go and buy a course, like Masterclass. They have these courses on how to cook, right? So then why not learn marketing in the same fashion? There's no reason not to learn it in that way. The issue, I suppose, is when there is no regulation in the industry. And so some people who don't have the real experience of helping businesses grow, they are able to create courses teaching you just how the one who's very experienced and got really good results behind them is able to. And that's where the proof needs to come in the pudding. The product needs to be actually good, and you need to have a focus. Whoever's making this course or this program, they need to have a focus on results, the results of the people that buy the program, buy the course and get into it and start using it. And truthfully, it's not enough to just give people information, because we know that 90% of people never finish the online courses that they buy. Now, obviously, most of that is on them. Are they motivated enough to take advantage of the fact they've got access to this, these huge shortcuts, and they're borrowing this expert's experience that they might have built up for 10, 20 years of working in an industry. They're borrowing that and they're getting access to that just like that, instead of spending 10, 20 years building it up, right? Instead of wasting their time and frustration through trial and error. So definitely a lot of it is on you to, if you get into one of these kind of programs, is to really go through the content and implement it, right? Nobody's gonna make you and force you to implement it. You have to kind of do that yourself. However, on the program creator, it's on them really to do what they can and have at least some focus, some significant focus on getting results for the students. And that's where some people definitely go astray, and they focus just on bringing new students in, and they create this program and they kind of just forget it, and they don't monitor if their students are getting results or not. So that's something that really sets people apart. And now the third thing I wanted to mention on this topic is that the dilemma that anybody selling such a program, any program related to business success or making money online, they have an issue. The issue is that they might be very honest and very upfront and say, look, to build a business, it's going to take you at least 2 years. 2 years, and you're going to have to work on it, say, at least 20 hours a week for 2 years, and then you might start seeing results. And even then, you might fail. If you go out there with that message, unfortunately, it's really not going to resonate, because most people are looking for quick results there. And because of the other people out there who are promising extremely rapid and frankly unrealistic results, they're not going to see that honest kind of approach to be attractive, right? Like, make $10,000 in the next 10 days versus make $10,000 maybe in the next 10 months. Like, which one are they going to go for? Most people, they're not that discerning, and so they're going to go for the whatever's quicker, whatever sounds easier. And unfortunately, that sometimes takes them to the wrong person, to learn from the wrong person. So the dilemma that anybody doing some kind of training like this has is that, what do? Do they hype it up? Do they make it sound easier than it actually is? Do they make people feel like it's going to be painful, it's going to be hard, it's going to take so much of your time and effort? Or do you make it sound like, literally it's get rich quick? Like, yeah, just I did it, so you can do it, and it'll take you a month, and you're gonna make $10,000. Like, what do you do? If you go down the very honest route and you just put things up there on face value, then you're gonna seem very unattractive to people. And so what do you do? And if you're not attractive to people, you're not actually gonna help people, right? If you're the honest guy who's really actually concerned about student results, then you're going to have to be honest still, but definitely you need to still excite people. And this is the gray area where it's like, okay, what is too much hype? What is not representing reality? It's very difficult to navigate that. Us at Muslim CEO, I think we're really trying our best to navigate that gray area in a very honest way. We always try and make sure we're honest, but ultimately it is difficult to do because of all the hype and frankly the customers looking for ease. And we know that if we tell you it's hard, you won't buy, and if you don't buy, you won't get our help. If you don't get our help, you're less likely to succeed. And ultimately we want Muslims to succeed in building their organizations, building out their businesses and having success. So this is a dilemma we face. This is a bit of an overview of what maybe us, or I only represent myself, at Muslim CEO, what we think. And I hope it's been insightful for you to understand like where we're coming from and some of the issues that are in this industry, right? So yeah, Jazakumullah khairan, and see you around. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.